So why can't a leopard hide? Because he's always spotted. That was terrible.
Perfect.
Right broskies, on today's video, we are looking at possibly the best VaporMax that was ever made. On today's episode, we are having a look at the Nike VaporMax Plus. I'm Erkin if you're new here, and if you're not, you know I am not the biggest fan of the Nike VaporMax line. There's the odd VaporMax sneaker that I do actually like the VaporMax Evo, the VaporMax Flyknit 3 as well. And I'm gonna put this one in there too. Although the triple black version and even the triple white is the best looking ones out of the lot. Because of where this colorway draws its inspiration from, I just couldn't help myself. And of course, it does pay homage to the Air Max 95 Neon Green. So, of course, it was only right I picked up this colorway. Now Nike have surprisingly restocked us with the VaporMax Plus, and it's been quite a few years since they've done that. I've had so many people hit me up asking for the black pair, and I'm just like, bro, I actually don't know. You're gonna have to go on StockX. So I was pretty surprised to see all of these restocks. But before we go any further, let's take a look at the box. And of course, it does come in your red and white Nike box that most GRs come in by Nike. So there's nothing special at all with this one. But on the product information, it does read Air VaporMax Plus, and the official colorway is black, Volt and white. Now retailing at £190, I would have expected a little better with the box, but it is what it is. And if you are thinking of getting a pair, I will leave some purchase links down below for you lot. And hopefully they sit for a while just so you can get a pair. But this being, I think, Nike's most expensive Air Max sneaker, and I say Air Max like that because I don't really count these as Air Max sneakers. For me, VaporMax sneakers sort of fall into its own line, but I guess technically it is an Air Max sneaker. But with the price tag that it comes with, it does have high expectations. And before we decide whether it's worth it or not, we have to talk about the sizing, of course. Now this being a crossover between the VaporMax and of course the Air Max Plus. Having that sort of sock-like feature on top with that neoprene material, these do fit true to size. And just to warn you, these sneakers have that sort of Presto / Huarache vibe to it. Personally, I am a fan of how they fit, and I did go true to size with these and had no problems. And in reference, I do go true to size with the likes of the Air Max 90, the Air Max 1, the Air Max Plus, and so on. Now, we've spoken quite a lot already, but now I think it's time to take a closer look. Now being covered mostly in this neoprene sock-like feature to the upper, it does have an amazing gradient look to it, going from that dark grey at the back and blending very nicely into that white / light grey. And of course we have so many different panels on this shoe that draw its inspiration from the Air Max Plus, such as the toe box that has those 3M hits that go all the way up to the tongue. We've got again that shiny TPU plate around the toe guard, and of course those TPU shiny overlays on the mid panels. I feel like this sneaker has taken everything good about the Air Max Plus and then just sort of slapped the VaporMax Air sole on it. But moving on to the tongue, we have that gradient look to it again, with the Air VaporMax Plus brand in there with the Nike swoosh in that Volt. On the sock liner, we have that soft nylon feel. And then we've got the VM Air branding at the back with the iconic TN logo format. Going towards the back, we have that pull tab on top with that felt panel with the VaporMax Air brand in there again. And then just on the lateral side, we have that Nike swoosh in that Volt colorway. And then I guess you could call this somewhat of a midsole, but we have that foam that does fuse together the upper to the air sole. And as you can see, we have that shank that borrows from the Air Max Plus in that sort of emerald green. Now this VaporMax Air sole is as divided as it gets when it comes to the fan base. For me personally, it's one of those things you have to really get used to enjoy, but if you don't like that lifted feeling, you won't really like these. And then of course, there's always a chance of this sneaker actually popping. But regardless of all that said, I do like the look of it, especially on foot. Right, so what are we thinking so far broskies? Is this colorway a winner chicken dinner? And is this sneaker in itself a buy or a buy? Now for me personally, there is a lot to love with this shoe, but there's also a lot to consider as well. That price tag at £190 does hold a lot of weight, especially with a sneaker that could possibly pop. I mean, we've seen it with the Air Max 720 where those sneakers didn't last that long. But if you're spending so much money on a sneaker, there's something you don't want to have to worry about. And unfortunately, I've heard some horror stories with these. But in terms of its look, in terms of its design, this is one of the best VaporMax sneakers ever created by Nike. In my opinion, these are right behind the Flyknit 3s. The Air Max Plus being one of my favorite Air Max of all time, of course, I'm going to hold these dear to my heart. And there have been some fire colorways to come out with this shoe over the past few years. But overall, broskies, this sneaker is one of those Marmite type silhouettes you're either really gonna like or you're not even gonna look at. But these for me, pricing aside, there is so much to like with this shoe. Of course, I am gonna give this Nike sneaker an absolute buy. But broskies, comment down below if you agree with me or if I'm talking absolute waffle. Is the Nike VaporMax Plus one of those silhouettes that you need in your collection, or was this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comment. Anyways broskies, thank you for watching, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit me up on IG as well. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And until the next episode, take care.